Earth, Earth, Earth. Oh my god, oh my god, here I go. Get out of there. Oh. Whew. Damn. I gotta get that mother box tuned up. Oh my god. Lights, cameras, time for some action. Okay, folks. Once again, coming to you live on tape from a secret, undisclosed location, which I guess is kind of the same thing, from the historic bowels of downtown St. John's, Newfoundland, far off on the eastern reaches of North America, comes in the Library of Graphic Literature with your host, me, Wallace Ryan. Love, hearing that squeak and all that. I could have oiled this, but you know what? I purposely don't oil this because this reminds me of what it was when I was a kid, buying comics and turning that good old spinner rack. Now there was one place actually I used to go, and it had the shelf. It had comics out on shelves, on the magazine shelves. But still, I used to buy them from this when I was even younger, so it's memories, like the corners of my comic books, that I make sure I never bend back, blah, 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 blah. So, what a week, eh? As I speak now, they're still counting the votes out there in my kitchen, on the TV, and there's still got my fingers crossed for a return to sanity for the world, Anyway, that being said, let's get down to why we're all here. The books. Now these are from last week's. Our shipment didn't come in this week. I don't know what it is, if it's the shipper, if it's the boats crossing the Gulf coming over here with our stuff. God only knows. But God does know. Whoever he or she is, that we have some books here this week. So, let's pull out our trusty blade here, and we'll unseal our first little baby here. So, first up this week is something I've been looking forward to reading because Dennis, my buddy, whom I do the Thursday Comics podcast with, which you should be listening to. There's a new episode up this week. It's one of our news episodes, as we like to call them. Next week, of course, we're coming up with our another list for our Thursday Comics Giant Size, which seem to be very popular. So tell all your friends, and to all you Library of Graphic Literature fans out there, give it a listen to. You might like it. You get to hear me swear for one thing, alright? But anyway, next week is, we're going to look at Marvel 21st Century books. So it should be fun. Tune in, turn on, and freak out. Okay, anyway, and this is one of the books that Dennis told me that I had to have. Oh, by the way, the reason I'm dressed up in my dressing gown here and all that is that got a touch of the flu, I think, so I'm a bit under the weather, but it doesn't stop me. Nothing stops me from bringing the books to you. Unless I'm in hospital or something like that. So, with this week, we have for you She-Hulk by Dan Slott. Yes, that Dan Slott. Dan really made his bones on that Spider-Man run that he had a couple of years ago, and apparently he's continuing it here with art by Paul Peltier, Juan Bobilla, Scott Collins, Will Conrad, Paul Smith, Paul Smith again, and Rick Burchett. So yeah, can't wait to read the Paul Smith ones. Paul Smith is still one of my favorites. That guy can do a good comic, mean comic. But anyway, when I seen it being solicited, I of course wasn't familiar with his run on this, and I asked Dennis, and Dennis said, "Oh yeah, you gotta get this, you gotta get this, you gotta get this." So I got it, and I'll show you folks a few pages from it. Anyways, just to give you a look-see. Ooh, nice cover, hey? Of course, I'm not going to show you too much. Just let you have a look at the art. Good old She-Hulk. I always liked She-Hulk. She was a great character. Ooh, look at this nice art here. Great character. Out of all from the 1970s, in the late 70s, there was a huge rush in terms of a lot of female versions of their characters come out, and to me, She-Hulk was one of the best. Spider-Woman, you know, she was okay. Yeah. But She-Hulk right from the start was pretty cool. Then John Byrne got his mitts on her and had a great run, and she was part of the Fantastic Four there for a while, so she really came alive, right? So yeah, good one. Let's flip this one over here for now. So definitely one I recommend. I guess Hellcat is the only other, although she was already a female with hero with being the Cat originally, but I think the Cat, Valkyrie, and She-Hulk were the three great female heroes to come out of the and Mantis to come out of the 70s. Mantis especially because, well, she was the Celestial Madonna. She was the one they were all fighting out over. Funny enough. And what happens? She marries a ghost. Don't ask me, just read them, right? Great series too, by the way. Now, I unwrap another good little baby hair for you folks. This is Volume 7 of The Defenders. Yes, The Defenders. Dun, 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 dun. This is, of course, David Anthony Kraft, Ed Hannigan, Herb Trimpe, and Sal Buscema. Work on it. I bought. I mean, I was buying The Defenders when I was a kid. Don Perlin did an issue here. And it's around here that I start to peter out a bit, right? Some of them I still liked. This issue of Defenders, number 58, the first one there. This one was a good one. Ed Hannigan, Klaus Janson. Ed Hannigan, Dan Green. I think Hannigan did a lot of these actually. Whose work I actually liked. Yeah, he did 58 to 61 and 66 to 67. Sal came back for 62 to 64. And Herb Trimpe from 68 to 75. And Don Perlin even got a shot in it, some stuff there. So yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. But it's around here. Although, yeah, I did actually more look at it now. I did have a lot of these here. The Lunatic Saga. And Herb Trimpe. The Tripperama. But yeah, still, I mean, it was still good. Not still like the Gerber Defenders the best, but you know this held on at least for a while, and you know was relatively good. But was sort of the beginning of the end of the Defenders in terms of, like I say, Hannikin really did a bang-up job with the art, I think. I mean, I kept collecting them, I kept reading them, I was still into them, there were some good stories there. And, to me, I stuck by them. I mean, I thought they were good enough to keep reading, and kept me fascinated and interested in it. And love the Gil Kane and that's Bob Isaac. But yeah, anyway, definitely worth the read, anyways. Still like the earlier ones better. I hate to say that, but it's true. Now, from the good folks at PS Artbooks comes Volume 3 of The Beyond. Dun, 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 dun. This features Jim McLaughlin, Mike Sikowski, Luke Cameron, Rocco Mastri, Syria, whatever, Richard Case, Ken Rice, Gene Colan, Bill Molyneux, and Chick Stone. I really wish that the only problem I have with them is they need to be publishing credits in them, because you got to go online to look them up to find out which stories are by who. But the other thing, once again, cool thing, of course, is that these are complete reprints of said comic series with the cool ads in them. So it gives, besides the stories giving you a view into the past, you got the, oh, here's the Charles Atlas kicking sand in the face, and getting sand kicked in his face and punching out the bully. So yeah, it's draw the first day. You mean trace the first day? Yuck. Even as a kid, as an artist, that seemed like kind of cheating to me, art. And news records. So yeah, some nice, very nice old time comics here. This, I do believe, was from Ace Comics. I think so, yeah. Ace, so yeah, check it out. Another good one to add to your pre-code classics. Now, another beauty here from PS Artbooks. This is from Weird Adventures. Who did that? I can't remember who did that, but this has Matt Baker, John Grinta, Bob Jenny, Richard Case, Charles Nicholas, Everett Raymond Kinsler, Norman Nodell, Herr Lazarus, and A.C. Hollingsworth. So this is Weird Adventures. Dun, 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 dun. Same thing once again. Just wish they would publish the names so we could at least, know who was who in these. And once again, like I say, what's cool these is the inclusion of all the ads, stuff like that. Really feels like basically got these comics all jammed into a hardcover for your love and fun. But yeah, PS Artbooks, I think they're doing a good job. Let's have a close look here now. Dun, 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 dun. Weird mysteries. Boom, 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 boom. The She-Wolf Killer. Huh. And there we go. Interesting what I find interesting is just what the ads are all about too. They're definitely a look into the psyche of the time. Reduce. Oh God, look at this. Look at this torture device. As well as the stories. I mean, that's why I like reading some of the older Golden Age and Silver Age. Ooh. Kill these germs, save your hair. they give you a window into the 1950s. What was going on in people's brains? Oh, Uncle Bernie's Fun Shop. I guess this is Milton Berle, is it? I don't know. Berle. I don't know who the heck that is, but oh, Ginger, she's a doll where you can grow the hair. But yeah, I love these old-time ads. They're kind of cool. Diary of Horror. But yeah, so cool art for the time too. Actually, ooh, love letters. It's easy to win. I will train you for radio, television, and more of those cool dolls and stuff like that. And then there's just the usual PS Artbook ads. So yeah, Weird Adventures. Another cute little title from PS Artbooks. Now, I saved the two of the best for last. Pardon me while I touch the tea. Anyway, one of the cool ones this week, and only in terms of content, but in terms of presentation, the winner of 8 Eisner and Harvey Awards comes Plastic Man, Rubber Bandit, Kyle Baker with Scott Moores. This is the deluxe edition. This, in my mind, there've been a lot of Plastic Mans over the years and all that. This series, I think, really comes closest to capturing the madcap insanity that was the original Jack Cole Plastic Man. So, great series, cool art, just all around, top notch. Well, that's why it won so many Harvey and Eisner Awards. Now, speaking of cool things, the presentation of it, of course, is very cool. And what I like about this is, well, this is the Rubber Bandit edition. Watch this. Ta-da! This actually is a big, thick rubber band that goes around it to hold it closed. But who wants to hold it closed? We want to open this baby. So, let's open it up for your viewing pleasure. Like I say, in terms of production and design high design standards, it's, DC, despite screwing up on their distribution things, otherwise, have had some cool stuff. And this series, like I say, top notch, wild, imaginative, even has woozy winks in it, but makes him cool. But anyway, it really does return Plastic Man to his roots. So this book is definitely super worth buying. Boom, boom. Kyle Baker, Kyle, you rock. But yeah, definitely worth. This looks like a few other people thrown in now. So worth buying. So if you're looking for something cool this week, you're not sure what to buy, and you're going to your comic book store and poking around and saying, oh my god, what can I get this week that'd be cool to read? This is it. So yeah, listen to Plastic Man. Plastic Man is telling you to buy this book. So yeah, buy this darn book. Okay? It is damn good, damn good. The only thing is, it's hard to get the elastic band back exactly on where it matches the, and even though I said that, I happen to actually get it pretty close. So yeah, Plastic Man. This is definitely probably my favorite book of the week. And now, last if not least at all, comes a cup of tea. and a look at the Prince Valiant, latest volume of Prince Valiant. I do believe there's one more volume left of this, and then it's over with. Now the art in this is by John Cullen Murphy, and I do believe he, I think it is in this edition that he actually run out the Hal Foster stories and all that, and Murphy takes over. But Murphy himself was a good, I mean, no one, in a lot of ways, no one, it was almost impossible to replace Hal Foster on this strip. But Murphy, he was about the best choice, I think, of all the people. Well, it would have been cool to see someone like, say, Gray Morrow on it, or whatever, or something like that. Or even, imagine Barry Windsor Smith doing Prince Valiant. Oh, who, by the way, what I've seen in the previews this week, they've announced Monsters from Fantagraphics. Barry Windsor Smith thing, so check that out. But anyway, back to Prince Valiant. So the volume 22 of the set here. So let's have a look. I mean, these are a great bargain. These are only $34.99 American, and I mean, look, they're nice big pages, great art. And that was the thing with Prince Valiant. Even back when it first started, the art was just fabulous. People would copy and swipe from Hal Foster as much as possible. But yeah, very cool. Prince Valiant in the days of King Arthur. But yeah, if you want to see some great classic comic strips, try Prince Valiant. And Foster too, of course, was a Canadian. So we rule. Okay. Oh, guess that's it for this week. Let me have a sip of tea before I get out of here. But of course, now check us out. Check out our me and Dennis's latest episode of Thursday Comics, and the week before, the giant size one from the week before, which was the top horror comics, 10 top horror comics. It was worth listening to it. Of course, next week again, we're going to be doing the top Marvel 21st Century books, so that should be fun. The list, like I say, the list of programs really have been getting a lot of attention, but this week I'd like to, for as many of you as possible who do watch the show, to give it a watch or give it a listen. It's kind of fun, and that's good. My friend, the good friend Paul Tucker, artist for Nobody's in Control, he actually likes listening to us when he's out for a jog and all that. So try that. Give us a listen to as you're jogging. But tune us in anyway. Thursday Comics every Thursday, one way or the other. And of course, stay tuned for next week. For who knows, next week we may have 2 episodes of In the Library of Graphic Literature, depending if we finally get our comics on time. I don't know what it is. Oh God. Anyway, I guess that's it really. Keep on watching. And in the meantime, thanks for having me over. Yeah, okay. Just tell me some things. Oh, you're gonna get me a boom tube, are you? Oh my God, that has to be the second biggest boom tube I've ever seen. Okay, folks, see you later. Love y'all.